Now we've kind of been very generic. We've been saying specialty balloons, etc. What are some devices in the BTK space that you're saying that you're now using that's kind of changing the game for you? Michael, not a balloon, but you mentioned bioabsorbable stents. I agree. I've been loving these things, even though how expensive they are. They're amazing. And I've been dropping a lot of them lately. Sorry to my hospital, but they're pretty nice. What other devices are you using?
Yeah, I think Jay said it really nice at the beginning of this. It's truly, it feels like an arms race. There's so many new technologies. I mean, I've been using the Serranator balloon. It's been a huge part of my BTK practice probably for the last 5 years. Beyond that, over the course of the intervening time period, we talked a little bit about shockwave intravascular lithotripsy. Historically, the limitation was like, what is this called? Balloon lengths. And it was too short. Now it's slightly longer. It's 8 centimeters. In my opinion, doesn't always address everything. Jay sort of put me on to the Spur, the retrievable stent technology that just got commercial approval. We got to participate in their trial. We used it a couple of times this past week. And then one other thing that I haven't talked about yet goes back to shockwave, the Javelin, which is like that forward emitter, sort of crossing catheter for CTOs, BTK. Those are the big things that I think about using. And now I'm trying to figure out where each of these things falls into my algorithm, which is challenging.
Yeah. I mean, so you mentioned some devices. Jay, can you talk about what the Serranator is? Can you kind of describe what it is and your experience with it?
Serranator, or this so-called serration angioplasty, it's the concept of point force technology. So there's a lot of scoring technologies out there that utilize wire-based tools or whatnot to try to allow for controlled angioplasty. The problem is the force is distributed diffusely across those wires. Now, I mean, it helps prevent dissection and does help you get some luminal gain, but really it doesn't help you fully yield some of these really tough lesions. So the concepts of serration angioplasty is you have these metallic strips on the balloon, and these things come out to be up to 120 millimeters in length, which is really quite nice. And these metallic strips have tiny little points on them, so little serrations. And they're folded down when the balloon is clasped, and then they expand and you slowly engage the lesion. And what it does, it's kind of cool, is that each one of these little points, the force is focal. It's a when you talk about focal force technology, this is the ultimate focal force technology. It's about 1,000 times more powerful than traditional angioplasty. So I think that it's one of those things that if you use a traditional balloon, you don't know where the pressure is going to be distributed. I think that with this, it actually forces it right at the point of interest and then at every serration point along the length of that balloon. So it's really quite useful, ATK and BTK.